Welcome to Talking 10 TV and the Big Ten Basketball Stock Report. I'm your host and publisher of Talking10.com, Andy Coppins. So what exactly are we doing here with a brand new feature? Well, folks, each and every Thursday, we're going to give you a look at stocks that are rising, stocks that are falling, some of the biggest topics to buy and sell across Big Ten basketball. And frankly, this is a companion to our weekly power poll released every Monday morning. And frankly, if you know anything about the Big Ten basketball season this year and in years past, things change from Monday to Tuesday, let alone Monday to Thursday. So as we look ahead to the weekend, let's take a look at things that are happening around the Big Ten Conference. And up first are the stocks that were falling and stocks that are rising in our minds. And up first is the Purdue Boilermakers, whose stock is rising. Despite a loss to Wisconsin last night, this team has proved in wins at home against Minnesota and Michigan that they're not a fluke. This is a team that can compete with the top of the Big Ten, and they proved that again last night in a 62-55 loss. And it all had to do with the 7-footers Isaac Haas and A.J. Hammond. They're a handful, no doubt about it, and frankly, there's not many teams when those two are on that can handle them. Wisconsin happens to just have been one of those teams that can absorb those two players playing very well. And if Purdue can hold serve at home for most of this season, in what is, in my opinion, the second toughest place for opponents to come into at Mackey Arena, they could well be a top 4 Big Ten contender. And speaking of one of those wins at home, and a stock falling, as in falling faster than gas prices as of late, we're talking the Minnesota Golden Gophers. This is a team who was the darling of some Big Ten circles. Looking at you, Jim Jackson. But they're the only winless Big Ten team in conference play. They've lost to Purdue, Maryland, and Ohio State. And while losing to Maryland and Ohio State isn't exactly a bad thing, for a team some people thought was the 3rd best team in the conference, losing and not looking that great at home and on the road, not a good recipe for success. And this is a team loaded with veterans as well, and they need to figure it out quick, because up next, games against Michigan and Iowa, no big deal. Except for they could be staring an 0-5 start in the face in conference play, and that could bury their NCAA tournament hopes. Speaking of teams with NCAA tournament hopes possibly have gone out the window, the next team on the rise, their stock going through the roof last night, and that's the Illinois Fighting Illini, which is weird considering they were left for dead earlier in the day with star guard Rayvonte Rice out 3 to 6 weeks with surgery on a broken hand. All they did was go out and beat number 9 Maryland at home. And it's impressive, but the question is, was it an aberration or a sign of things to come? We're going to find out with back-to-back road contests at Nebraska and Northwestern. And while both of those teams seem to be down a bit, playing on the road anywhere in the Big Ten is not an easy task. And if Illinois can win those 2 games, we're talking about a 3-game win streak and a team really hot, hopefully coming into getting Rayvonte Rice back sooner rather than later. Up next here on the Big Ten Stock Report on Talking 10 TV, well, that's the stock to watch. And this week, the stock to watch are the Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines rebounded from a road loss to Purdue with a 73-64 win at Penn State. And while Penn State may not be the cream of the Big Ten crop, going into the Bryce Jordan Center is never a fun task, if only because that place is quieter than a church on Sunday. And this team has the talent to compete at the top of the Big Ten without the results to really show for it so far. And with Minnesota and number 22 Ohio State up next on the schedule, this could be a team to challenge the perceived top 2 of Wisconsin and Maryland as long as they put it together. So this is a stock to watch, because with their next 2 contests, they can prove a lot to critics and pundits alike. And lastly, we come to the topic du jour, the buy and sell moments in the Big Ten. And one of the biggest questions, one of the biggest topics is, can Wisconsin do something that hasn't been done since the mid-70s? Mainly go undefeated in Big Ten play. I'm buying this topic. Buy Wisconsin going undefeated. And here's why. Not only do they have a three-headed monster up front in Sam Decker, Nigel Hayes, and Frank Kaminsky, they also have a fourth head, and that's coming off the bench in Douye Dukin. Not only that, but take a look at their schedule. Their schedule is so favorable that they might not play a ranked opponent until February. Think about that, folks. In Big Ten play, Wisconsin avoids a disastrous and potentially difficult January. They go into February hot, and they get most of their tough games at home in the month of February. Give me Wisconsin to be an undefeated Big Ten team and to do something that hasn't been done since Indiana of the mid-1970s. Another topic I'm buying, that's Maryland still being the second best Big Ten team. Sure, last night wasn't their best night, but everybody has an off night. But when this team is on, and when you get Des Wells hot, when you get Evan Sumatra hot off the bench, Jay Layman hot, this is a team very capable of beating anybody, anywhere across the country. So give me a buy on Maryland still being the second best team. Now, as for that mythical third best team, that team that's going to challenge, some are now pointing to Indiana being that team, and I'm selling that. They're just too inconsistent. They don't have enough up front for me, enough consistent play up front for me, and frankly, they rely way too much on a freshman to do the dirty work for them, and that's scoring. And that's from James Blackman Jr., a very nice, possibly the leading contender for Freshman of the Year in the Big Ten right now. But frankly, come February and March, I'm not sure if he's going to be enough to carry this team to the finish line. There are just teams that are too deep and too talented ahead of them to make them the third best team in the Big Ten. But that's just what we think here at Talking 10 and on the Big Ten Basketball Stock Report. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Talking_10, and you can find me on Twitter at AndyOnFootball. Enjoy your Big Ten basketball weekend, and we'll see you next week here on the Big Ten Stock Report.